Hi, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Absolutely.
Now, on your hit Food Network show, 5 Ingredient Fix, you show viewers how to make delicious meals with just 5 ingredients. How hard is that to actually create?
Oh, well, for you, not hard at all because I do all the legwork. I write the recipes, I study on the ingredients, and I try and combine, like make one ingredient a star and put a supporting cast together for it. And then, and I do the legwork and the best technique to prepare that dish and in that ingredient, let it shine, and give you the recipe. So all you gotta do is cook. And
That's
it's
awesome.
super easy because it's only 5 ingredients to buy.
Now, what are some essential items that everyone should have stocked in their pantry at home?
I personally love to keep a couple of refrigerator items and a couple of pantry items just to kind of make my life easier. Now, I still count these in every one of my 5 ingredient recipes. The only things I don't count are salt, pepper, and water. So almost everybody has those in their house, and that's why I take those as freebies. But if I'm using any sort of oil or butter or anything, that all counts. So I like to keep eggs, butter, milk in my refrigerator, and in my pantry I like to keep like olive oil, balsamic vinegar. There's my top 5 for you, I would say. And with those, you can do so much. So for example, on the way home, I might pick up some tomatoes or some asparagus or some fingerling potatoes or whatever looks good at the moment, and take that home, put the olive oil on it that you already got in your pantry, a little salt, pepper, pop it in a 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes, roast that baby, and then take the eggs and butter, slow scramble. So in the same amount of time as those tomatoes are cooking, let's say we chose, you're slow scrambling eggs for 20 minutes. So it's low and slow, and you're gonna get the creamiest scrambled eggs like that. You know, like the fancy hotel scrambled eggs.
Sounds delicious.
I'm starting to get off into my egg world here. But so I wrote a lot of recipes that celebrate the egg because I partnered with egglandsbest.com, which actually it's Eggland's Best, but egglandsbest.com is where you can get the recipes that I've written. But they partnered with Susan G. Komen to raise awareness for breast cancer, and I think that that's amazing. So
yeah, that's great.
It was a good partnership for me, and I love eggs. I'm a French-trained chef. It's the egg is amazing what it can do. It's unbelievable. I mean, the soft, slow scrambled eggs I was telling you about, it's so simple. I swear you're gonna think there's cheese in it. You can play tricks on your friends. See if they guess cheese and make them pay you 20 bucks. Make a bet.
That's awesome.
And then I did a baked egg casserole for them. It's so incredible. And the neat thing is with my recipes, you can play with the ingredients. So now I made mine a little Southern friendly because I'm from the South originally. So I did stone ground grits, brown sausage, a little bit of Gruyere cheese, made a divot with a bottom of a spoon, and popped my egg in there in that little divot, baked it in the oven, and I make them individual, like individual ramekins, and it's incredible. It's kind of like you can make that in advance. I make an egg frittata with zucchini and some goat cheese.
Yeah, that sounds, we saw that recipe. Now, can you take us through that? That uses 8 eggs. That seems like a lot, no?
Well, you know what? I'm making it in a big skillet here.
Okay.
So what I like to do is make more at one time. It just makes it easier. And the neat thing is I'll cut this frittata in triangles after it cools and wrap it up. And I've got like individual breakfast to go. I think, first of all, it's delicious when it's cold, but I can warm this up if I want in the microwave if I'm even running that low on time, but warm it up and I can put it between 2 pieces of bread and boom, it's a breakfast sandwich to go. You can eat it like kind of like a quiche on the go, but it's nutritious. I'm controlling the quality of ingredients that it's going in my body, and I'm making, I mean, eggs are packed with nutrition. They've got B12, E, A, B2. I mean, they're so nutritious, and Eggland's Best eggs have 3 times more omega-3s and 4 times more vitamin D than regular eggs. So, you know, for me, I get to control the quality of ingredients that go in my body. And if I make this frittata, which it's a lot of eggs and it's big, you can make a smaller one if you want, just cut it in half. I'm really using the zucchini because that's what I had on my counter. And I love the flavor of zucchini and eggs. But if you have, you know, other vegetables like red bell pepper, that'd be delicious instead. I love goat cheese. I happen to have that in my refrigerator, so that's why I chose goat cheese. But you can change the cheese, you can change the vegetables. Just look at the technique, and when you see the star of my dish, know that that's what you want to kind of keep the same and change the supporting cast. Like with my scrambled eggs, you can change the tomatoes to be another fall vegetable. Just make sure you're using in-season fresh vegetables and take advantage of you know, what's being provided to us at the time.
That sounds delicious. Now, you talked about an autumn omelet. Can you kind of give us an idea of what would be inside of an autumn omelet?
Well, you know, for me, it's my favorite autumn ingredients. Now, what I love about 5-ingredient cooking is that I can teach you techniques, and then you can take those techniques and tailor the ingredients to your family and friends. So an omelet, we're obviously talking eggs. Now, I personally love the yolk because I think that is just like a freebie of flavor for me, and with few ingredient cooking, I love double duty ingredients, and an egg is like a double duty ingredient because there's white and yolk. The yolk is creamy, rich, delicious, and for some reason it got a bad rap. I love it. I'm not afraid of the egg yolk. But if you like an egg white omelet, go for that. Now, the autumn flavors I personally love, I love sage. I love sweet potatoes. I love a little bit of butter because I like to brown that and make it nutty tasting. So imagine a nutty brown butter omelet with sage and sweet potato, or you know, you can use your favorite flavors. You know, think of all the things you start to see, all those amazing root vegetables like parsnips and carrots, and you know, there's so many peppers coming in right now. Make it your own. The onion family goes crazy. It's the root vegetable season, and you could caramelize onions, like take, you know, combination of maybe Vidalia and some red onions, a little bit of olive oil in there and a little bit of butter. Caramelize those, pull them out of the pan, throw your eggs right in that same pan that already has some residual fat in there, and make an omelet. And then you can either do it where it's all mixed up in there, more like a frittata, which is basically a baked omelet. Or you can do the French way, and where you don't put any color on the omelet and roll up those amazing caramelized onions in there. You're going to think that there's sugar in there because you're going to go nice and slow and caramelize those onions. I'm telling you, I feel like when you pick a star, like an egg, there's so many other things that you can do with it. You just pick some supporting cast members.
Oh, that sounds so delicious. My mouth is watering now.
Oh, good. Well, I'm hoping you're going to go home and make breakfast for dinner then.
Yes, definitely. That's always the best meal of the week, breakfast for dinner.
Exactly, isn't it? And I think it's so much fun to play with ideas. It doesn't have to just be like scrambled eggs, toast, and bacon. It can be scrambled eggs over roasted fall vegetables, or put some vegetables in with a frittata and make that for dinner. That hot on top of like some greens. Oh, yum.
Sounds delicious. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, and we look forward to catching you on 5-Ingredient Fix.
Oh, well, thanks for talking to me and having me. Check out the recipes at egglandsbest.com and let me know what you think of eggs for dinner.
Definitely. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.